This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas.
And I'm Erika Kristensen. Tonight on the Scorecard.
Obiena kicks off indoor season with a strong second-place finish in Germany. Heartbreak hits figure skating. Coaches and promising skaters killed in devastating plane crash. Victor Wembanyama and 5 others earn first NBA All-Star selections. Timberwolves extend win streak with dominant victory over Jazz. While the Lakers dominate Wizards 134-96 to extend Washington's losing streak to 16. And Kevin Durant's superfan, Kanish Dargani, shares some of his priceless memorabilia. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 31st of January. Now here's our roundup.
Filipino pole vault star Obiena is back in action, opening his indoor season with a solid second-place finish at the International Jump Meeting in Cottbus, Germany. Obiena soared over the 5.65-meter mark, clearing 5.40, 5.55, and 5.65 meters in just one attempt each. Wow. He opted to skip 5.70 before making 3 tries at 5.75, though he couldn't quite get over the bar. Leading the competition was American Sam Kendricks, who took the top spot, while Germany's Bo Kanda Lita Beire settled for third, despite matching Obiena's 5.65-meter clearance. He needed an extra attempt at 5.55. Belgium's Ben Broders finished fourth with the same height, but also required 2 tries. This marks Obiena's return to competition after cutting his 2024 season short due to a back injury. Now, while he didn't take the gold exactly, his strong showing signals that he is back in form and ready for more battles ahead.
The figure skating world is reeling from a devastating tragedy after a plane crash in Washington claimed the lives of 2 legendary coaches and up to 14 promising young American skaters. The crash occurred on Wednesday night when a passenger jet collided mid-air with a U.S. Army helicopter, sending American Eagle Flight 5342 plunging into the Potomac River. No survivors have yet been found. Among the victims were former Russian World Paris champions Evgenia Shishkova and Vadim Naumov, who have been coaching in Boston since 2017. Doug Zagibe, CEO of the Skating Club of Boston, confirmed that 6 club members were on the plane, including the beloved coach duo. Also lost were 2 promising skaters, Gina Han, 13, and Spencer Lane, 16, alongside their mothers and other members of the skating community. Reigning U.S. men's champion Ilya Malinin described the incident as a loss beyond words, expressing the heartbreak felt by skaters, coaches, and fans alike. The tragedy also struck a deep chord with other skating icons, including former Olympic champion Brian Boitano, who called the deaths a huge loss for the sport. Skating legend Nancy Kerrigan was among those especially shaken, expressing her sorrow for the young skaters lost in the crash, reflecting on the dedication of the athletes like Han and Lane, who had dreams of becoming champions. As the community mourns, many are left contemplating the future of American figure skating, with several potential future stars now tragically lost. The impact is being felt worldwide. A moment of silence was observed Thursday at the European Figure Skating Championships in Estonia, paying tribute to those lost. This tragedy is still hard to fathom for the skating community as athletes and fans alike come to grips with the loss of such promising futures.
Such sad news, but meanwhile in the NBA, the future is now Victor Wembanyama is officially an NBA All-Star. The San Antonio Spurs star was a lock for a reserve spot in the February 16 mid-season showcase, earning his place among the league's elite. Though he narrowly missed out on a starting role in the Western Conference front court, edged by Nikola Jokic, LeBron James and Kevin Durant, Wembanyama had no trouble securing a spot through coach voting. Now joining him as first-time All-Stars in the West are Houston's Cignal and Oklahoma City's Jalen Williams. The Eastern Conference also welcomes fresh faces with Cleveland's Evan Mobley, Detroit's Cade Cunningham, and Miami's Tyler Hero making their debuts. All-Star starters were announced last week with Milwaukee's Giannis Antetokounmpo once again leading all vote-getters. He headlines the East starting five alongside Cleveland's Donovan Mitchell, Boston's Jason Tatum, and the New York Knicks duo of Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. Now out west, Jokic, James, and Durant are joined by Golden State's Stephen Curry and MVP frontrunner Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of Oklahoma City. In addition to Wembanyama, of course, Sengun and Williams, the Western Conference reserves include Anthony Davis, James Harden, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Anthony Edwards. Now, the basketball fans, the stage is set for an electrifying showdown with rising stars and seasoned veterans all ready to put on a great show.
The Minnesota Timberwolves extended their winning streak to 5 games with a 138-113 win over the Utah Jazz in Salt Lake City. Anthony Edwards led the way with 36 points, 11 assists, and 3 blocks, shooting 12 for 18 from the field and 6 for 9 from 3. The Timberwolves shot an impressive 61.3% overall. Keontae George was the standout for the Jazz, scoring 23 points on a perfect 7 for 7 shooting. But Utah couldn't keep up with the Timberwolves' high-scoring offense, marking their 8th straight loss. Minnesota's Julius Randle suffered a groin strain in the first half and was ruled out for the remainder of the game. While Randle hasn't been perfect, his absence could hurt the Timberwolves' offensive flow, especially as they fight for playoff positioning. Utah has hit a rough patch, losing their last 4 games by double digits.
The Los Angeles Lakers delivered a commanding 134-96 win over the Washington Wizards as they cruised to victory with a powerful first-half performance. The Lakers hit 42 points in the first quarter alone and followed it up with 36 more in the second, taking a 33-point lead into halftime. LeBron James led the charge with 24 points, 11 assists, and 3 rebounds, playing a key role in involving his teammates. With Anthony Davis sidelined, Rui Hachimura stepped up, scoring 22 points and hitting 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. New addition, Shake Milton impressed with 21 points, while Jackson Hayes contributed 10 points and 10 rebounds. Now, despite the blowout, though, the Wizards struggled, extending their losing streak to 16 games. In a touching moment, though, LeBron's son, Bronny James, saw action in the final quarter, scoring 5 points, adding to the excitement of the Lakers' performance. Now, here are other results from around the NBA.
And now, here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Ever wondered what makes or breaks a pole vault in track and field? It all starts with one small but powerful element: the plant box. The plant box is the small angled metal or fiberglass box on the ground where the pole vaulter plants their pole before launching into the air. It plays a crucial role in the vault, as a poor plant can ruin an attempt, while a perfect plant can lead to record-breaking jumps. Whether it's a flawless plant that sends them soaring to new heights or a misstep that ends their attempt, the plant box is where every pole vault journey begins.
Now it's time for our off-court buzzer. AI could replace NFL first down marker sooner than you guys think. Now, for over a century, the NFL has relied on a simple 10-yard chain to determine first downs, but that long-standing tradition could soon be replaced by, of course, cutting-edge artificial intelligence. Wow. Sony's Hawkeye system, already used in tennis and soccer, by the way, is being tested as a way to make officiating faster and more precise. After a trial run in the 2024 to 2025 preseason, the system is expected to be tested once again before a full rollout. Hawkeye utilizes up to 60 cameras, including 6 8K resolution feeds to track the ball's movement in real time. Using AI, it can determine if the ball has crossed the first down marker, potentially eliminating the need for the chain again. Now, while the system hasn't been used in regular season or playoff games just yet, NFL officials believe it's only a matter of time before AI-powered officiating becomes the absolute standard in sports.
Guess who's back on the court after a 551-day break? Rachel Ann Dakis made her much-awaited return, this time rocking the Farm Fresh Foxy's jersey. And what a comeback it was. The Foxies made sure to mark the occasion with a win, outlasting the Galleries Tower high-risers in 4 sets, 28-26, 17-25, 25-19, 25-17 in the Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference at the Phil Sports Arena. Dakis last played in the 2023 PVL Invitational Conference, where she helped Cignal HD secure bronze against F2 Logistics. Since then, she's been focusing on coaching and other projects until she made the big move to Farm Fresh late last year. Now, with Dakis back in action, the Foxies just got a whole lot more exciting.
And that's our roundup for tonight, the 31st of January. When we return, we've got Kevin Durant superfan Kanish Dargani right here in the studio to show up his priceless NBA memorabilia. So watch out for that right here on The Scorecard.
Welcome back to The Scorecard. They share the same initials, and you can say they also share the same love for basketball. Here in the BNC studio tonight to show off his precious memorabilia is Kevin Durant superfan Kanish Dargani.
Hey Kanish, how are you?
Good.
First of all, thank you so much for, spending time with us and even sharing your awesome memorabilia here at the Scorecard. Okay, now I'm gonna start off with the most obvious question. Why Kevin Durant? Aside from, of course, you sharing the same initials,
Yes.
I can just guess, bakit si KD?
He's just a great player on and off the court. You know, what he brings, like his game, something you've never seen before. You know, like you don't see a player in his height who can like do crossovers, or his game's just different.
Right.
And obviously skinny like me.
Is that one of the reasons why you relate to him? Because your body type is kind of
One of
the
the
same
reas-
as the Slim Reaper?
One of the reasons, and also like we have the same initials, KD.
Oh, yun na nga. Oo.
Galing na nagsulat ng intro ko. Okay, let's talk about some of the stuff that you have here, Kanish. You obviously have met Kevin Durant
Yeah.
in person. Tell us the story about this picture. This picture even has his signature.
Yeah, so when I took that photo, I was super starstruck. I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. Siyempre, you always watch KD in the TV, and you've never seen him in person, diba? That was my first time seeing him in person. Ang tangkad. He's so tall. I was like looking up. So when I took that photo, he looked at the camera and he smiled.
Yeah, he's smiling.
Yeah.
So, you're 22 now. How old were you when this was taken?
2018, I was 17.
Wow. As a 17-year-old, as a teenager, diba?
Yeah.
I mean, I would just really imagine how otherworldly that must have felt, seeing your number one idol finally in person.
I know. It was, I was starstruck. Like,
Ako nga na-starstruck ako with how huge his
Yeah,
shoes
shoes.
are in person
When you
pala.
said otherworldly, I immediately looked at the shoes.
Same.
Size
Because
18.
they don't look like they're from this world. Okay, tell us about the shoes, Kanish.
so this shoe was worn by KD in Smart Araneta Coliseum on Smarts and All-Stars.
The All-Stars.
The
When-
All-Stars
when
game. When Kobe,
D.
Chris
Rose,
Paul,
James
Derrick
Harden.
Rose, yeah. They all came here. This was thrown to the crowd, and one lucky fan was able to get it, and I bought it from him.
Wow.
Yeah, so anyone who knows where the other pair is,
Yan.
let me know. I'm willing.
He's not very hard to find. Just look him up, Kanish Dargani, okay? He's on Instagram.
Kanish, okay, going back to that moment that you met KD in person, were you able to get the opportunity to actually ask him a question?
No, I was so speechless.
Starstruck already.
I took a selfie with him and I look so small.
Just bounced already. Okay, but let's say hypothetically speaking, you do get to meet him again. What question would you want to ask Kevin Durant?
How was your first time? Like, how was your second time in Manila? How did you feel?
Pwede.
Like,
So he's been here twice.
twice.
Okay.
And like, I hope he comes back.
Yeah. And now you're older, you're wiser, you probably have another idea on how to interact with him given the chance.
Yeah.
Okay, ito namang isang sapatos. He also has a signature here. It says he put a from here. How'd you acquire these shoes?
Actually, my friend met Kevin Durant and he told KD about me. So he put a from KD to KD.
Oh.
It's a Nike ID pala, no?
Yeah, it's a promo.
Iko-customize mo.
PE.
Yeah, and it's a size, this one's a size 17,
Yeah,
Kanish.
size 17.
So now I understand why he stepped on the line when he was playing.
Against the Milwaukee
Yeah,
Bucks.
because, okay, I mean, honestly, I'm not that big of a KD fan because I'm more of Team LeBron.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a big excuse na inapakan niya yung linya. But now, seeing how big these, tignan nyo naman, guys. Now I understand, okay? So, honest mistake on
Precise
KD's end.
reference. Ayan.
Pag ganito talaga, pag ganito kalaki yung paa mo, aapak ka talaga sa linya. You have to be careful. Okay.
Oh, size reference yan. Ang laki talaga. But also, I heard, well, you were telling us backstage that you also have a tattoo of
yeah.
Kevin Durant. I feel that is absolutely next level, Anton.
There it is.
There it is.
That is a KD when he was in the Thunder,
Oklahoma
OKC.
City.
Okay, like I would think that you would get the KD when he was in Golden State dahil dun siya nag-champion. But you chose to have KD when he was with the Thunder on your shin. Why was that image the one that you picked?
Because that's when I really started watching KD play in OKC. And it started off with Oklahoma City. Kevin Durant's name grew with OKC.
Right. I mean, it does make sense. But also, just out of curiosity, Kanish, did your parents even approve of this prior?
I guess, yeah.
What did your mom say? I want to know.
I mean, she was a bit disappointed at first. But like, now she's fine with it.
But like, I mean, Mom, what can you do? It's already here.
Mom, I hope you're happy that Kanish is on TV and sharing with us his Kevin Durant fandom here on the show. All right, Kanish, since you are such a big Kevin Durant fan, I'm sure you know a lot about his life, a lot about his history, and he's 36 years old right now. A lot of miles on his body, a lot of achievements like the 4 Olympic gold medals. So he is like the Olympic gold medalist when you think about USA basketball. We want to ask you some burning questions with regards to Kevin Durant. Would that be all right?
Okay.
Parang
Kinabahan ako
parang
nga eh.
napalitan si Danish. All right, let's come over here to the big screen and let's bring in the burning questions because I'm sure there are a lot of basketball fans watching right now. Come on over here, Kanish. KD, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
At age 36, is he going to win another championship?
If he stays healthy and his team stays healthy as well, they can win another championship.
What you think about that? Kevin
No,
Durant.
I agree because 36 years old, right? I mean, athletes, as we all
And
know,
like,
they only have a certain age.
Tearing your Achilles
Yes.
Yes.
and still being able to play like that, that's impressive.
I will say this, if he did not tear his Achilles, Kawhi Leonard would not be a champion. Okay?
Exactly.
It would have been Kevin Durant. He would have been a 3-time champion. You agree with that?
Exactly. He's right. That's,
All right.
That's the only right thing.
You are angering a lot of fans right now, Anton.
Sorry sa lahat ng mga Kawhi Leonard fans, ha? Okay. Kasi that's the only, mga Toronto fans. Yun lang yung championship ng Toronto eh. Kung hindi na-injure si KD, sorry, hindi magcha-champion yung Toronto, ha? Okay, I'm just spitting facts here. Okay, let's go to the next question. Kanish, I'm sure you've heard about Jimmy Butler. A lot of rumors regarding where he's gonna end up. The odds say he's gonna end up with the Suns. Do you feel like if Jimmy Butler teams up with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, magcha-champion of Phoenix, what do you think?
The offensive game and the defensive game Jimmy brings is going to be huge for Phoenix, and they can win the championship.
That, yeah.
I
would agree with that.
You see Jimmy Butler in the playoffs, the confidence he has, the energy he brings.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of...
Nothing else, yeah.
And Erika, ngayon, medyo hindi maganda yung situation niya with Miami. He said he needs to rediscover the joy. His image is sort of tainted. So if he ends up in Phoenix and teams up with D-Book and Durant, he's gonna be motivated to prove all the haters wrong right now.
Exactly.
All right, let's go to the next question here with regards to Kevin Durant. Erika, why don't you take this one away? This is an interesting one.
This is actually, yeah, you're right. This is interesting. Now, Kanish, if Kevin Durant never went to Golden State, would he have become an NBA champion? Be careful how you answer that, okay?
Okay, first of all, they were up 3-1.
Yes.
Western Conference Finals, they were up 3-1 against Golden State. Nobody thought that they're gonna lose that. Because the advantage was on their side.
Yes.
They had the home game in Game 6, which Clay spoiled.
That's where the legend of Game 6 Clay started.
Exactly. So they could have run it back the next season after that. They could have got more better shooters around KD.
Yeah.
And they could have won the championship.
Yeah.
Take me back to that moment when Kevin Durant decided to leave OKC, leave Russell Westbrook, and go to Golden State. Were you heartbroken?
I was really sad because OKC is like a home already.
Yes.
It's been there for 8 to 9 years.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I didn't know what to feel because I was still not a big fan of the Golden State Warriors because they just beat us, right?
Yes.
So I was trying to get used to it at first.
It's okay because a lot of people, it was one of the most controversial moves in the history of basketball. Stephen A. Smith even said it was the weakest move by any superstar that he has ever seen.
Oh no.
But at least he's a two-time champion now.
At least. He proved everyone wrong when he won the Finals MVP. And he really hit those Game 3 shot over LeBron.
All right. Now, we have a Mount Rushmore here, Erika, of the greatest small forwards in the history of the NBA. And of course, we have the Kevin Durant superfan here to validate this for us. Let's bring out our Mount Rushmore of small forwards. Obviously, I think there's no question. Number one is Mr. LeBron James. He is the greatest small forward of all time. I'm seeing Kanish at the corner of my eye. What's his reaction, Erika?
His facial expression doesn't seem like he agrees with you.
I'd say KD.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Exactly.
Whoa! Okay. Why? Why? State your case. Why is Kevin Durant the best small forward in the history of the NBA and not LeBron?
Okay, with the Achilles injury, no one can do what KD did. And he beat LeBron twice in the finals, back to back.
Okay.
He proved that he's the better player.
Wow.
Period.
Okay.
Period.
Well, I'm gonna shake your hand, Kanish, because you stood by your boy, and if you are a Kevin Durant superfan, you gotta stick with him no matter what.
Exactly.
All right.
Through highs and lows, yeah.
Kanish Dargani, the KD superfan, thank you so much for the time and sharing with us your story.
Thank you.
When the scorecard returns, we will look into the upcoming NBA matchups so you can keep your eyes on the prize.